All right, how's everyone today? It's Friday afternoon. Bob's back, more Biker News Canada. I didn't get a video out last night, so I'll get this one out earlier today, and hopefully you guys can make it to the Friday night rides that's happening tonight before it starts raining on us. Because I think it's going to rain most of the weekend. I hope it doesn't, because there's a bunch of cool events that are planned. Before we get started, don't forget the banner at the bottom of the screen there. It's about my book, One Night at the Playpen. Search that on Amazon. You will find it and grab yourself a copy or contact me directly, and I will send you one that's signed. Your choice. Okay, so like I say, there's quite a few things to talk about because I missed yesterday. The first one we'll get into will be a cancellation for what seems to be one of the bigger bike nights that's out there. The one in Orangeville, the Skull and Bones MC. Good afternoon, everybody. Just a heads up, next Friday's bike night will be canceled due to the fact that we're out of town. That's August 16th. That's today. So if you're in Orangeville and you're planning on going over to the Orangeville bike night, it's not on today. Just so you know. Okay, so the next one I wanted to talk about was this one. And this is the Legion down in Tillsonburg, Ontario. Every Friday as well. This little video that they just to survive. And this weekend called The Vibrant. For bike night tonight. We'll get down there to Tillsonburg. We've got the Legion. And actually, I think I'm going to stop that one there because I'll probably stop my copyright. So let's have a map. This is where they are in Tillsonburg. That's where the Legion is located, down Highway 53. And that's where she be. Okay. So there's one cancellation and one just down there in Tillsonburg, kind of directly south of Woodstock, I guess, if you would, down on Highway 3. And there's a bunch more coming. All right, the next one that we want to talk about, it's a fundraiser. It's a few different riding clubs being involved in this one. I'd like to see that. So it's $10. The Celtic Crew Riding Club, Salty Shore Riders Riding Club, and Ghost Riders Riding Club are featuring a GTO fundraiser in support of Daxton. The Celtic Crew RC, Salty Shore Riders RC, and Ghost Riders RC will hold a fundraiser on the 16th of August. All proceeds from the donations, 50-50, and raffle proceeds will be donated to the family. We look forward to your support in this family's time of need. This gets underway at 8 p.m. tonight. All friends, supporters, clubs, and motorcycle community are welcome. It's going to be held at 1224 Upper Prince Street, Sydney, Nova Scotia. And if you need a little more info, you can contact Brian, 902-317-0526. All right. So it's a big fundraiser, sorry. And that's where they're at, where the red dot is there. That's where you're going to find them in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Not far. Anyways, these McDonald's I see on the map. So there you go. It sounds like a big event, a big night. A few different clubs getting involved, and they're taking care of one of their own. I'm sure we have a rider that's down, and that's what this is about. So get on out there tonight and show your support. Okay, we have one here for Peterborough area, Squids, and they call it PAS, Peterborough area Squids, at 1200 Lansdowne Street, West Peterborough. Every Friday they get together from 6 to 7:30-ish, and of course there's a ride to follow. So get on out there if you're in the Peterborough area. And it says here to please respect the lot, no burnouts, no rev bombs, and no trash left behind. Makes good sense. If you keep the people who let you meet up on their property happy, they're going to keep letting you meet up on their property. And just so you know, this is where they are in Peterborough. Looks like right beside the Canadian Tire there. Across from Kelsey's. So it looks like it's kind of on the downtown strip there in Peterborough. City I'm not that familiar with. But that's where 1200 Lansdowne Street is and what it looks like. So again, the Squids are having a bike night tonight. So get there between 6 and 7:30 and go for a ride with them, those people, and have yourself a great time. And, take it easy. Be careful. Get home. All right, we have another one here. This is the weekly ride every Friday up in Huntsville. So if you're from Huntsville or the area, you know of this one. I hope you do. But if not, now you do. So they're called the Northern Mentors. They're a riding club, and they host the bike night. A great community event. Come and see some nice bikes and meet some great people. Open to everybody, family friendly. Every Friday in Huntsville at 1 Capstone Lane, which is the Tim Hortons, and it goes from 7 until 9 p.m. And like you say, great bunch of people. They're involved with a bunch of other fundraising and stuff up there in Huntsville, and they're always looking for more members too. If helping mentor kids and helping troubled kids sounds good to you, and you ride a motorcycle, these are the people you want to talk to in the Huntsville area. And for your reference, this is where 1 Capstone Lane is, just off the highway there, Highway 11, which I'm assuming is kind of like the main strip sort of thing through Huntsville. It's been a long time since I drove up that highway, but it's a beautiful area up there, surrounded by lakes and wilderness. Man, it's great up there. So that's where you want to be every Friday, and go hang out with the good people from the Northern Mentors, and enjoy yourself. All right, and one more weekly ride to tell you about. This was coming from Nova Scotia as well, and location 15430 Highway 3, Hebville, next to Cumming Fire and Safety. Friday nights from 4 to 8 p.m., starting the first Friday in June. There's a barbecue and 50-50 tickets. All proceeds go to Bikers Down Society, which is a nonprofit society that helps bikers in need. Come out, socialize with other bikers and friends. Everyone is welcome. Very cool. And that's where you are, out there in Nova Scotia. Again, never been out there, but man, look at all the water everywhere. It looks like it'd be a great time. I got a friend who's out there as we speak, doing the Eastern Swing of Canada on his two wheels with his wife. They keep putting pictures up. They're having a great time out there. So that's one for you every Friday in Hebville. All right, now I think we're going to get into the stuff that is set up for this weekend. Now, again, I'm trying not to jinx it. In my area, anyway, they're saying 40% chance of rain Saturday. So that's not a big percentage, but usually that means it's going to rain all day. So let me find all the information. I'll get. All right, and don't forget, if you didn't catch me on Insane Throttle yesterday, I'm going to put the link to the Insane Throttle YouTube channel. I was on with Hollywood and his wonderful wife China Doll for a good length of time. There was a nice time, good people, and it gave him a bit of the Canadian perspective. And hopefully, I'm going to start doing the Canadian biker news on the American one of the American YouTube guys' channels, maybe a weekly thing or something like that. Should be interesting. I'm just in the process of talking to the man about it, and I'll let you know as that goes on. But don't forget, there's a few more biker news things out there. Those guys get more into news, and as I do, what I can find on the internet. But again, I don't like putting it all out there, but I'll put some of it out there. All right, so our first event for the weekend, it takes us out to beautiful British Columbia. So it's the Salt Spring Island Toy Run. And it starts today at 6 p.m. and it runs through Sunday. It's at Salt Spring Island Farmers Institute. So we're back in full effect this year. Leather, Kevlar, denim, studs, zippers, tassels. We don't care what you wear as long as you ride or what you ride. We just want you to come and have some island style fun with us. All are welcome. It's for the kids. Please bring a new unwrapped toy to brighten a child's day or winter wear to keep the chills away. Live bands Friday and Saturday night. Grounds admission during the day is free. Weekend pass, including camping and music for Friday and Saturday, is $120. Tickets for live music are $20 a night. Come out and enjoy the motorcycle games, vendors, and beer gardens. Minors must be accompanied by an adult. No dogs allowed. Service dogs exempt, of course. And Friday they're gonna start registration at 2 p.m. So you can come on down there as early as 3 p.m. The beer gardens gets open, and by 6 p.m. I'll be sleeping. No, sorry. 5:30 music starts with Rough and Tumble, and then Sam and Cullen will follow our wonderful food vendors, Randy's Hot Dogs, and just can't not eat. It will be on site serving up delicious eats in the afternoon and evening. Saturday breakfast by the bandstand. Choice of pancakes and sausage or breakfast bun, $7. Registration opens at 9. 11 a.m. sharp. Toy run begins at the Farmers Institute. 1 p.m. bike games begin and beer garden opens. 5:30-ish. You got 19 strings and 6:30-ish. Guitar Adams and 8:15. Steph Rhodes Band. Our wonderful food vendors, Randy's Rod Dogs, and Just Can't Not Eat It will be operating from noon till 12:30 onward. 12 to 12:30 onwards. And then Sunday's a weekend wrap up, camper pack up to head home, volunteers to clean up, tear down, and look forward to do it again next year. Disco music on Saturday may begin at 5:30. The Salt Spring Museum is open Fridays and Sunday from 11 to 3 on Farmers Institute grounds. Admission is free. Stop in and check it out while you're there. And they give us a nice little map of where they're at. Very cool. So if you're out in BC, and this map makes sense to you, that is where you find that event. Sounds like a good time. All right, let's see what else is cracking this weekend. Sounds like it's another action-packed weekend. So this is coming from the Let's Ride Southwestern Ontario Motorcycle Rides Facebook page, and this was called the Bootstrap Hog Roast. Saturday, 2 p.m. until late. 3 live bands, fireworks show, food burnout pit, tattoo artists on site, t-shirt sales, fire, and more. $10 donation at the gate, BYOB, free camping Friday to Sunday. Hot dogs and burger carts for the late night eats. All vehicles, motorcycles, campers, motorhomes, tents, and off-road vehicles are welcome. 35 Merlot Lane, Dufferins, Manitoba. Hey, we're staying out west. Very cool. So if you got any questions, 204-805-3013 is your number. And there's our poster for the event. It's very cool that they got free camping on site. Makes it so much more safe for everybody, right? All right, let me get you a map up. All right, I got it on a map, and that's where it is out there in Manitoba, just off the highway there. And the Trans-Canada Highway, the old highway that gets you from one side to the other side. So that's where that one is. And again, it's called the Bootstraps Hog Roast out in Manitoba. All right, and Sunday, there's the 13th annual poker run. It's in Frankfurt, Ontario. They give us the map of the route. And I'll give you the text that came with the map of the route. I like the text. So it's Quinte Ride for Pause. That's what it is. It's the Ride for Pause one. Okay, heads up, everyone. Here's the route for the 2024 poker run in memory of Paul Sweeney, who was instrumental in always helping us plan the rides and run the routes. We will begin again running the same route as last year, as it was his favorite. And I personally know lots of riders who didn't make it down Old Marmora Road. It's a slow and scenic road, but very windy for several kilometers from the KOA turnoff on Highway 7 over to Maddock that is posted 60, so take your time. We'll be starting and ending at What's Your Scoop. The map is provided below. Let's mark this a safe and memorable ride. And there's the poster for the event. Again, 2290 Frankfurt Road. It's called What's Your Scoop? Registration and coffee's at 10. The ride starts at 11. And there's a barbecue at noon. And there's a farmer's market and all that stuff. And there's what is going to be announced around 2. Spectators are welcome. So go check that one out down in the Quinte area. And help out the Humane Society down there, the animal shelters and all that stuff. And real quick, if you're not sure where that is, there's a map. The red dot, of course, is the spot there. Again, it's north of the 401. If you're from that area, you probably know it. Of course, I'm not from the area, so I don't know it. But that's where you're going to. Oh, is right there. That's where the dot is. Okay, so check that one out and go help out the animal shelters, right? They need help. They always do. All right, and we got another ride here in Ontario. It's the second annual Ride with an Angel. We ride to honor the memory of a truly loved, kind soul taken too soon. We ride to commemorate her love of the life and freedom on 2 wheels. Today we ride for our sister, Sherry Ann. There'll be live band, 50-50 draw, raffles, games, and lunch. It's being held at 6037 County Road 10, Alliston, just off the 400, not too far off. And it happens tomorrow. And proceeds go to CMHA, Canadian Mental Health Association. Donations can to Ride with an Angel at yahoo.com. The ride's $25, and the passenger is going to be another 10. Registration's at 11, and everyone gets rolling at 12. And your host is going to be, what's that say? Promisters? I don't want to say it wrong. That's our host down in the bottom right corner there. So go on and check that one out if you're up there. So that's a nice area to get. That'll get everyone from Barrie to Innisfil and all places in between. Here's a map of where it is. The red dot, of course, is where you're headed to. So yeah, it's not too far from all the places that have nice weekly rides in that. So go and check that ride out. And you can stay around and have some fun after the ride as well. So that's the Ride with an Angel. That's Saturday. And they're going to get together right around 11. All right. I like that. Anything to commemorate fallen riders, anything to help animals. See, we're hitting 2. We have another one. Okay, we got another one here in Ontario being hosted by Widows' Sons. Cool name for a group. South Detroit. Hey, man. Isn't there a song about that? So come ride with us. Help the Widows' Sons raise money for the Windsor Cancer Center Foundation. Again, it's happening tomorrow. Everyone gets together at the Windsor Sportsman Club at 2401 Dougal Avenue in Windsor. 9:30 in the morning for registration. 10:30 in the morning, everyone gets rolling. It's $35 for a single rider and an extra 15 for a passenger. Includes dinner and a door prize. All are welcome to ride or attend. Non-riders are $25 a person. And there is their logo. Pretty cool logo. And if you want to support but can't attend, send an e-transfer to Swami at Widows Sons SouthDetroit.com. It's down there at the bottom of the poster. And I'll give you a quick look at where it's at. In Windsor, there they are right there, the red dot. And there's Dougal Ave. Okay. So that's where they are in Windsor. So there's something to do down there in the Windsor area. Sounds like you get a good ride as well. And that gets underway, like I say, 9:30 to register, and everyone gets rolling about 10:30. So get there early and get signed. It turns out there's a bunch of events happening this weekend. And again, let's keep our fingers crossed on the weather part of the day of the weekend. And the next one here is the 4th annual Sovereign MC. It's a unity ride for the children. It happens tomorrow. It's $25 registration and 10 additional for a rider. There's going to be 50-50 draws, raffles, mystery draw. The ride starts at the Gathering Place, 2593 Chiefswood Road, and it ends at Queenston Heights Park in Niagara Falls. All ride proceeds donated to Mohawk Village Memorial Park. Pre-registration available by email. Transfer to sovereignmc21@gmail.com. And there's their logos. I really like their patch. And these guys, I believe, are a First Nation MC. And I think I'm going to have one of them on for an interview one day. I think that's kind of in the cards. I got to get back on these interviews because I really enjoy doing the interviews, and I really enjoy when I'm being interviewed too on someone else's channel. It's something I dig. So, anyways, there's a quick map of where they're at. It's kind of, what are we, southeast of Brantford and southwest of Hamilton, down there on the Mississauga of the First Nation, of the Credit First Nation land. So go check them guys out down by Caledonia. If you're from the area, you probably kind of know where I mean. And it'll be a wicked cool ride into Niagara Falls from there. And it's for a good cause, of course, as well. So go check them guys out and show them your support down there at the Sovereign Motorcycle Club, Six Nations of the Grand River Territory. So yeah, check them guys out, and look forward to hearing how all these rides went. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna get the rest of the weekend's events in tomorrow morning or a later show tonight, one or the other. So the Bikers Against Child Abuse, which seem to have chapters across the country, which I think, good on you people. Great, good job. Keep doing what you're doing, man. The kids out there need more help than I think people realize this day and age. So Bikers Against Child Abuse, the North Caribou chapter, they're doing a 100-mile ride, and it's tomorrow. Registration's at 10, and everyone gets rolling at 11:30. Kickstands up 11:30. North Caribou is celebrating 10 years as a chapter. They're meeting at 39262 Caribou Highway, Hickson, British Columbia. Beautiful British Columbia again. It's $20 per bike and 10 extra for a passenger. And the ride ends at Sylvia's Cafe. Please buy a burger, meet the chapter, and have a piece of cake at Sylvia's Cafe. And they got a nice QR code down there at the bottom. If you happen to want to freeze the video and scan it, bacaworld.org. I like it. So that's where you get more info about the group themselves, your hosts. And let's have a quick look, see where it is on the map. I don't know. I don't know why I'm living in Ontario. Every time I look at a map of British Columbia. So that's where they are. They're out by Prince George, nestled right next to the mountains, out in the wilderness. I think I'd love it out there. Like I said, sometimes I wonder what the hell I'm still doing in Ontario. We don't got no mountains. But anyway, if that's where you happen to be fortunate enough to live, go show some support to Bikers Against Child Abuse and get together with them guys tomorrow at 10 in the morning. All right, like I say, we're starting to run into a long video anyway, so I'll chop it down there. I still got some more events to tell you about. Let's hope for the rain to stay away here in the eastern side of the country, Ontario. They're calling rain, but let's wait and see. Let's not cancel our whole weekend because of the weather, man. Let's wait and see. Get out there, enjoy the rides tonight, and enjoy all these fantastic charity events that are happening this weekend. All right, I'll be back with the rest of the weekend's events with another video, like I say, either later tonight or tomorrow morning. All right, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch my videos. It means a lot to me. Like, share, and subscribe if you got me on YouTube. And if you don't got me on YouTube, get me on YouTube. It'll be more fun. I'll throw the link up again on the Facebook Biker News Canada page. And until next time, respect.